is a good sign. But we went down in ketones. This is, you know, I still want to give this a positive review, but this goes to show how sensitive I am to carbohydrates, and you got to watch out for this. And I probably would have liked to do 2 scoops here, and then I think 2 scoops would have been too many carbs. So it's like I need to go deeper into the higher fat realm and lower carb. And I think for me it would have been better if it was 1 or 2 carbs less than this. But man, the taste was so good.
Welcome to Price Plow.
What's happening, Price Plow Nation? This is Mike here with another keto diet supplement review. I was going to review a stimulant-based supplement, but I already realized I took some stimulants. So today what we're going to do is PrimaForce's Keto Shake here. Now this is a keto-based meal replacement where they basically have some whey protein in here, and they've added in an MCT oil creamer in front of that, and then a bunch of other coconut oil creamer after that. And so at the end of the day, each shake is 170 calories. And what's going to happen here is that you have 13 grams of fat, all of it saturated. So it's pretty much a full serving of MCT oil and coconut, mostly. So yeah, it's MCT and coconut. And then you have 6 grams of carbs, but it's 4 grams net carbs. And then the protein is just going to be at 7 grams. And so I did the math over here on my computer, and we have, that it gives you a 68, 69% calories from fat, and about 16%, 16.5% calories from the protein, and 9.4% calories from the carbs. And so that's the question: is this too many? Is this going to be too many carbs for some people? In general, I think this is a good thing because it's going to hopefully keep your macros mostly in skew. But some people, like myself, kind of need to be a little bit deeper into the fat. So I'd almost like want to add like a dash of fat or a macadamia nut or something to this as well. So what we have here, so Primaforce sent these right as they're releasing, and they only had the vanilla flavor in stock. He sent me an empty tub of the chocolate one. Now, it's been a while since this happened, so they do have chocolate ones. I might have to come back and review it if I like the vanilla a lot. But as you see, I have an unopened scoop here. Before we get going and weighing out the scoop and everything, let's check my ketones and see where I start, and then we'll come back 45 minutes later and see where I end up. Initial blood sugar reading 94, a little higher than I like to be. Let's hope that I'm in ketosis here. And as you can see, we are coming from my couch today, changing it up a little bit. That desk gets boring back there. CJ's making me a sign so that we have some cool stuff behind. Maybe I'll put a table up. I guess the cool thing now with all the kids these days is you put all the supplements you have behind you. And that's the coffee ending. I did not have coffee. The wifey's. So we need to get some stuff behind me in my keto reviews because my desk area is boring. If you remember, I'm the computer guy behind the scenes here at Price Plow, so boring kind of happens here. And so where's my ketones? I'm at 0.7. This is good enough. 0.5 is technically ketosis. 1.0 is where I like to want to be. So we are good enough. Now let's take a look at this whole container here. Comes up easily. Now, each scoop is supposed to weigh, you have 20 servings per container. Each scoop is supposed to weigh 30 grams, and that's what we're going to weigh out here. Now, Primaforce has been around for quite a while. They're still owned by Mike McCandless out there. What's up, Mike? Mike is one of our favorite people to troll and argue with online. I'm going to tell you right now, this vanilla smells absolutely fantastic. Wow. Okay. And so anyway, yeah, Mike sold Scivation. He used to own Scivation and Primaforce, but he kept the Primaforce. So some of the keto stuff that Mike's been getting into is sticking around in Primaforce. And they have the keto meal replacement, or not this is the keto meal replacement. They also have the BHB salts, which is like a lower, they have a lower cost one, and the grape flavor of those are incredible. And so, as you can see, I'm digging around for the scooper here, and I finally found it. And so, I got the powder on the fingers. Just basically, it looks like a white protein powder. You got a lot of MCT and coconut oil solids in here. Now, let me get a scoop weight out, and let's see how we do. All right, I leveled out the scoop pretty well, and it is within our tolerance. It is a gram heavy, though, so if you're a maniac like I need to be right now, you're going to want to measure it out a little bit better. But overall, this scoop is pretty much on point, so you don't have to worry about, eating too much here. All right, gripping my scooper here. And I have 6 to 8 ounces of cold water they want. I am dead on in the center at 7. Man, this has got that, It's got that vanilla custard smell. I already know I'm gonna like this a lot. Man, I've been sitting with this for like months in my cabinet because I knew I wasn't in ketosis and I shouldn't be wasting a high-fat product. And truth be told, I love when vanillas are nice and white. Truth be told, I probably would have enjoyed drinking this. And then we could talk about a couple of the other things. Smells good. Okay, let me go get a glass so you can see what it looks like. Oh man, I totally suck. Okay, I realized I wasn't wearing my mic. I was actually sitting on it. I think you could hear the stuff though, so maybe our video editor will get that all mixed up. And I'm sticking with it because I don't feel like doing a whole another round of blood tests. All those strips start to cost money. All right, got a glass. Let's see what it looks like here. And that is a smooth. This is like insanely smooth. This is, I guess it's what you'd expect when you have all this coconut oil and MCT oil creamer. But man, I don't know if I could show this without, I'm not smart here. Okay, it's smooth. It's like, it looks like milk. Wow, okay. Here we go. That is impressive. Okay, it doesn't taste as good as it smells in terms of like wanting that custard, but the texture more than makes up for it. This is fantastic. Now, the one issue here is if you can't handle, say 13 grams or let's just say maybe 10 of it is MCT oil, 10 grams of MCT or so, you might be going to the bathroom, but I usually have no problem with that. In general, this is a fantastic tasting 170 calories. Wow. I can't believe I've been sitting on this for months. This is the dumbest thing I've ever had. Wow, Primaforce absolutely knocked it out of the park. Now, Primaforce used to be known as like kind of the lower cost single ingredient brand while Salvation was doing all their stuff. And they kind of still are doing that, but with the keto stuff, they have some pretty cool products. The one thing is with Mike McCandless and the Primaforce crews, they also have a company called Keto Logic, and that I think is going to be a GNC only thing, and that's kind of the premier end of their keto stuff where they have some really cool keto BHB salt flavors that I also need to review now that I'm back in keto. And so the one comment I want to look at are all these ingredients and the vitamins and stuff. Some of the cool stuff here, I have some complaints, but the one cool thing is magnesium. Keto dieters are low in magnesium. You get 30%. I just got 30% of a day's worth of magnesium in this, and that's going to pretty much put me closer to being over the top, and I don't need to supplement as much. Vitamin D is in here. That's good. One complaint, and I'm not saying they need to add it, but I noticed that iron levels for me are low, and so there's only 0.5 milligrams here. It's 2%. So I'm not getting any help with the iron. I'm also not seeing any selenium in here, and so I think it would be nice to have at least a dash of selenium in something like this because keto dieters really need to make sure they watch their selenium levels. Outside of that, man, this taste is still with me. It's fantastic. I see a little pool starting to pool up at the bottom of this cup. And you're damn right I'm going to drink it. Now, the other question is chocolate flavor. Usually the chocolate flavors have an extra carb because cocoa, you can't really have cocoa that doesn't have an extra carb. So I'm wondering if like the cocoa flavor, if I have good ketone tests here in 45 minutes, we'll find out. I wonder if the cocoa might be adding like an extra carb and putting it closer to like 6.5, grams rather than just 6 grams or whatever of carbohydrates. But remember, we're talking about 4 grams of net carbs. So we'll see how sensitive I really am. And these are the product reviews I'm really getting interested in doing because I want to see what the right blend of fats to carbs to proteins for me to stay into ketosis so that I know like how much protein, how many carbs can I really have without screwing myself up. All right, so I'll be back in 45 minutes and we'll find out. All right, what's up? We are back 45 minutes later. Let's check out my blood glucose. I'm expecting it to be over 100 here with a bit of protein, a bit of carbs. It's got to be. And then I will be honest with you though, I just got hungry. And so it's like, this was a quick snack, but I need 2,700 calories a day. Oh man, barely went up. That's good. And yeah, I guess maybe that starts to make sense. I'm starting to get hungry again. I need 2,700 calories in a day. And one of these is more of like a Keto Shake snack. I don't know if I'm not calling it a meal replacement at this point. It's too small of a thing. So it's really a snack that can keep you in line and give you a little bit of that protein bump, not throw anything too out of skew, but let's see what happens with my ketones. We have seen in previous videos, I respond incredibly well to MCT oil when in ketosis. I have no problems with the higher, longer fatty chain MCT oils, and the fact that coconut oil does even better for me is a good sign. But we went down in ketones. you know, I still want to give this a positive review, but this goes to show how sensitive I am to carbohydrates. And we got to test we got to test my carb numbers. We got to test the fiber, and if fiber really does anything rather than, they say it doesn't. Net carbs is 4 net carbs, but is it really closer to 6 carbs? At the end of the day, I think if you can make this fit in your dietary meal, it's a good idea. But if you're not like far enough into ketosis, yes, so there is a baby in the background. And if you can't get far enough into ketosis, or you're crazy sensitive to carbs and proteins, you got to watch out for this. And I probably would have liked to do 2 scoops here, and then I think 2 scoops would have been too many carbs. So it's like I need to go deeper into the higher fat realm and lower carb. And I think for me, it would have been better if it was 1 or 2 carbs less than this. But man, the taste was so good, and this wouldn't throw me totally out of whack. But man, this is starting to show how sensitive I am, and why this is like I'm very insulin resistant or something, and I just got blood sugar is floating around. I don't know. And so we're gonna keep working on this. Overall, I think for like 95% of keto dieters, this is a very, very positive thing. But for me, you saw the ketone level went down over the course of time, and that's not a good sign. So I'm not gonna disapprove it. I'm not gonna approve it. It's definitely approved on taste. It's just price plow. I can't say that. It's price plow. Conditionally approved, conditionally disapproved. For me, I'm gonna keep using this, to be honest, but I'm not going to do 2 scoops. I'm gonna have to find out other. I'm gonna have to see where the issue lies for me. I am that carb sensitive. That sucks, dude. It just sucks. And so, price.com/Primaforce, where you can find out about this. Right now, I got a whole tub of these, just a bit over $2 per scoop. And so I honestly don't think I would do this on a daily basis, but having this around in emergency situations, like no fat-based foods around, it's invaluable when you're keto dieting and everything in this freaking world is carb, and some protein around, and you need something high fat. It's great to have these on hand, but I don't rely on them. And good thing I don't, because I think 1 a day is all I need. All right, everyone. Thanks. Check out price.com/Primaforce and subscribe, because I got more of this coming.
Welcome to Price Plow.